In this video, we're going to go over the history of Alta, Utah, and how it came to be one of the most iconic skiing destinations in America. Perched high in Utah's majestic Wasatch Mountains at an elevation of 8,530 feet, Alta ski area stands as a monument to skiing's purest traditions. With legendary powder averaging over 500 inches annually and terrain that challenges even the most accomplished skiers, Alta has earned its reputation as a skier's paradise. But how did this remote mountain location transform from an abandoned silver mining town into a world-renowned ski destination? The answer lies in a remarkable story of vision, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to the authentic skiing experience. Alta's rebirth as a ski area began during the Great Depression, when the U.S. Forest Service recognized the recreational potential of Little Cottonwood Canyon's abundant snowfall. In 1935, they commissioned Norwegian skiing champion Alf Engen to survey the terrain. Engen, who had emigrated to the United States in 1929 and established himself as a champion ski jumper, hiked into Alta from Big Cottonwood Canyon via Catherine's Pass and spent several days exploring the abandoned mining site. His report was enthusiastic. The abandoned mining town offered ideal conditions for skiing. The slopes were steep, the snow was deep, and the terrain was varied enough to accommodate skiers of different abilities. Following his recommendation, the Civilian Conservation Corps began planting hundreds of trees on Alta's slopes, which had been left barren after decades of mining operations. The pivotal moment for Alta's skiing future came in 1937, when George Watson, the self-declared mayor of the nearly deserted town, donated 700 acres of surface rights to the U.S. Forest Service to alleviate his tax burden. Wasatch Mines owner William O'Connor contributed another 900 acres. With this land secured, Salt Lake City businessman Joe Quinney and other local entrepreneurs formed the Utah Winter Sports Association and raised $10,000 to construct the area's first chairlift. Alta ski area officially opened in 1938, becoming one of America's first destination ski resorts. On January 15, 1939, the Collins chairlift began operating, fashioned from parts of an abandoned mining tramway system. This single chairlift, stretching 2,800 feet up the mountain, could transport 250 skiers per hour, an engineering marvel for its time. Skiers were charged 25 cents for a single ride or $1.50 for a full day of skiing. That same year, the first Watson's Shelter and the Alta Lodge were built, providing basic amenities for visiting skiers. Despite the challenges of World War II, Alta's reputation as a powder skiing paradise began to grow in the 1940s. The resort gained additional prominence when the U.S. Army's 10th Mountain Division used the area for winter training exercises. Many of these ski troops would later become instrumental in developing ski areas across America after the war. In 1947, Alf Engen was hired as its ski school director, a position he would hold for over 2 decades. Under Engen's guidance, Alta established the first ski school in America to focus specifically on powder skiing techniques. This unique approach to instruction, combined with the area's consistent snowfall, made Alta synonymous with powder skiing. The late 1940s also saw crucial developments in avalanche safety. Monty Atwater, who succeeded Sverre Engen as snow ranger in 1946, began using hand charges for avalanche control work in 1948. The following year, the U.S. Forest Service established an avalanche center at Alta, the first of its kind in the United States. The center became a regional headquarters for avalanche research and safety protocols that would influence ski areas worldwide. The 1950s and 1960s brought steady expansion to Alta's skiing infrastructure. In 1954, the Germania chair became Alta's first double chairlift. The Wildcat double chair followed in 1959. By the 1960s, Alta had firmly established itself as a premier destination for serious skiers. While other resorts began focusing on grooming, real estate development, and amenities, Alta maintained its commitment to a pure skiing experience. The resort's philosophy was perhaps best captured by longtime Alta skier and photographer Ray Atkinson, who described it as a skier's mountain, not a resort. During this era, scientific studies confirmed what skiers had long claimed, that Utah's snow truly was different. Research by atmospheric scientists revealed that the unique geography of the Wasatch Mountains and Great Salt Lake created ideal conditions for what became known as the greatest snow on Earth. The low humidity, cold temperatures, and specific storm patterns resulted in light, dry powder with a lower moisture content than snow found in many other ski regions. The 1970s brought both challenges and innovations to Alta's skiing operations. The energy crisis and drought years in the early part of the decade tested the resort's resilience. However, Alta responded with significant investments in snowmaking technology in 1976, becoming one of the first major resorts to do so. The resort installed its first triple chairlift in 1991 by upgrading the Germania double chair. In 1999, the Sunnyside lift was replaced with a detachable triple chair, the resort's first detachable chairlift. 2 years later, the Supreme chair was upgraded to a triple, and the Sugarloaf chair was replaced with a detachable quad. In 2004, the Collins double lift and Germania triple lifts were replaced with a single two-stage detachable quad, significantly improving uphill capacity. Throughout these decades of development, Alta maintained its distinctive skiing culture and traditions. Perhaps the most notable and occasionally controversial is its skiers-only policy. Alta is one of only 3 remaining ski resorts in the United States that prohibit snowboarding. This policy faced legal challenges in 2014 when a group called Wasatch Equality filed a lawsuit against Alta and the U.S. Forest Service. However, the resort prevailed in the ruling and continues to exclusively serve skiers. For the 2017-18 season, Alta replaced the Supreme and Secret lifts with a single new Supreme detachable quad, extending from the Sugarloaf base area to the top terminal of the former Supreme lift. In 2022 to 2023, Leitner Poma constructed a high-speed six-pack, further modernizing the resort's infrastructure while maintaining its focus on the skiing experience. Today, Alta spans 2,614 acres of ski terrain with a vertical rise of 2,538 feet, topping out at 11,068 feet at the summit of Mount Baldy. While many resorts have transformed into four-season destinations, Alta remains primarily a winter sanctuary dedicated to the pure experience of skiing. After more than 80 years as a ski destination, Alta remains a place where generations of powder enthusiasts return year after year to experience the greatest snow on Earth. That's it for this week's Leisure Lore. And please do us a favor and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed it. It means the world to us.